Good afternoon, or good afternoon here. And thank you for ordering the miso as Khione Leaves. Khione Leaves. So I have prepared the leaves, as you can see. Don't worry, I will show you how to do it because probably heard it before. Khione is the goddess of snow. I actually wanted to do it silver, but I couldn't find silver paper nor silver paint. I did luckily bring gold with me, which I am going to use. And yeah, you know, sometimes when I couldn't find the gold paper that I wanted. You know, there are gold paper out there. Just sometimes you can't find the exact color, the color you would like. So just use what you have, what you want. If you want to have it green, leave it green. If you want red, make red. If you want pink, pink. It's all up to you. Eventually, it is your creation anyways. Although, she is the goddess of snow, but that's totally fine. Okay. So what we're gonna do is this. We have the leaf template here. I will show you this one, I saved one, and I prepared all the others so I don't have to wait for the paint to dry. So I recommend doing this to prepare all the leaves. Cut wires first. That is a bit longer, like 1.5 times longer than, or as long as the leaf template itself. Mine is a bit longer, but you can do it the same size as the leaf template. Okay, I'm using white floral tape because I'm gonna paint it gold. If you are want to do green, you can just use green floral tape. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna attach the floral tape like this. Floral tape, how it works is you need to use pressure. So I'm wrapping the first bit around it. You can see it though. And I'm gonna use pressure here. I'm pinching, really pinching the floral tape and wrapping it. Can you see my rolling the floral tape around the wire? And with these 2 fingers I'm going to stretch it to release the stickiness, and I'm really pinching it. You have to use pressure when it comes to floral tape, or else it's not going to work. And then you're going to do it a bit thick so you can easily wrap this around it. See? Eventually it will be thick enough to hold this part of the template. I'm gonna wrap it around a couple of times as well. Should have done longer tape, just like that. Wrap it nice and tight, very tight, and then you scroll downwards. Tight, 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 really tight, and there it is. There you go, and you're done. Yeah? And because I am going to paint it, actually I can take this out now. I don't have floral foam yet. I actually need to buy that, but I have to order stuff here. I don't have not everything with me. These dried up on top of each other. It's got stuck. So I'm just using this this box until I have the right material. There you go. I'm just gonna put it there. Make your paintbrush wet and start painting. It's actually very, very easy. You can use white. You can use light green. I would not recommend using dark colors if you want to paint it a different kind of color. And yeah, you might also need 2 layers, but you don't, this is not a must, by the way. Okay, I'm also gonna mention in the PDF instruction document what kind of gold I have used in case you're interested. And if you can find gold paper or you can find something else that is good, please just if you have something already, just use that, you know. Maybe you want to do different colors that fits your color scheme, your decorations, right? And there you go. That easy. You can do both sides, you can do one side. I'm just gonna do one side because you won't see the bottom anyways, and it's gonna become a bit saggy, especially when you do your brush too wet. But don't worry, eventually it will dry out. It will dry. And then I just put it there. You can also use floral foam, or you can just stick them, and yeah. And let them dry. Hold on, let me wash my hands. I need to paint. Okay. So when you have prepared all the leaves, so attach them to wires and then paint them, and then you let them dry, you will have this. Some got stuck together. That was not the best way to let them dry. Let me just whoosh. But don't worry, it's okay. I can still paint them later, repaint them, then redo later when I have assembled them. Let's just assemble it. When it happened to you, do not panic. You know, you can finish finishing touches later on when you have assembled the leaves. Okay, I'm gonna make 2 branches. There are gonna be 6 of each. And this is also why I always recommend to watch the tutorial first, because sometimes I forget to mention something on how to properly lay the templates. So the templates start pointing towards each other or away from each other. That is up to you. If you prefer away from each other, that is nice. You can do this, or you can do this. Whatever you prefer, or what you would like. I have a branch here. Hold on, please. Let me open my inspiration. It's not here. Where? Which was that? I have an inspiration that I wanted to. Okay. Where do you have that? Okay. Okay, so let's start. So I'm gonna prefer this, pointing towards each other. So 1, and this is actually how you should place them before you attach them to wires. I'm so sorry I forgot to mention that, but this is also why I mentioned always watch the tutorial first before get to know the construction. You can do this also while you're cutting templates, right? So you're cutting templates, you watch a bit of the tutorial, get to know the flowers, or the construction. So once you're done cutting, you can assemble them without any problem at all. Right? So let's see, this goes there, and then this one, I need one more that points. I know I did assemble one, I just have to find them because they all got mixed up. Here it is. So 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, okay. So this is how I'm going to assemble them. Look how pretty they are. You don't have to make a branch. You can also just leave it like this. You also don't have to attach them on a wire. You can also just use the template like that for whatever the end goal is, or your project, or what you want to make. So it's very versatile. You can use it for many things. So let's start. So what you do, let me repeat myself. You lay them out first before you attach them, so you have them properly laid out like that, pointing towards each other or away from each other. 1, 2, 3. So like this, right? They're all pointing inwards. You can also do the opposite, and then they go outwards. And then you attach them. Or if you want to attach them onto a wire, depending on what you want to make, like I said. Okay, let me position it like this so I can prepare. Now I'm gonna get scratch this floral tape. I have one long one is longer than the other one. I might have to, but that's okay, you know. It doesn't have to be the same length. I'm just gonna use a scissor. Oh, there, just there. With floral tape, I already showed you that. Guys, I have to show it to you sideways, because if I point it like that, my tripod is right there. Can you hear it? It's gonna be in the way. And I'm gonna point it towards me, it's gonna be upside down, so I have to do it sideways. I'm so sorry. That should be no problem. You know what? I'm gonna use the smaller wire. Shorter one, I mean. Not smaller, shorter one. I'm gonna attach roll the floral tape first, like we did with the leaves, remember? And then start assembling. Attaching, I mean, one. I'm gonna do it below. As you can see, that part is already painted. I'm gonna do it below. There, I'm gonna attach that. You can bend the leaves a bit if you want. Then we're just going to attach them one by one. Wrap it a couple of times. Oh, I did. Pointing towards, that's correct. So there's one there. Wrap it around the same spot a couple of times. Let me zoom out so it does fit. Whatever happens, do not disappear from thingy. I need to, this is in the way. There you go. Sorry, don't get dizzy. Sometimes I really have to position the leaves here, but I will try it to as still as possible, but it's not always easy to not move. Sometimes you just have to move. I'm bending the thing here, as you can see. I'm bending that. I'm attaching it a bit lower, like 1/2 inch. It's like 1.5 centimeter or so. A bit lower than the other one. There. Wrap it around a couple of times. When I'm wrapping the floral tape, I'm just going to point it towards me. It should be fine. So, and every time I'm just gonna have some bit of space in between. A bit lower. Again, remember your positioning, pointing towards the thingy here inwards. So this is the right plate. Bend it a bit. There you go. And attach. Go downwards. You can always rearrange it later on. Just attach them first. So. Hold on, please. Ooh, moved. Just position myself better so you guys can see what I'm doing. Touch it. It's easy, right? And you really, when using floral tape, you always have to. I know some people have trouble using floral tape, but maybe that's because they're not pinching or really too tight. Because I think if you use it tightly, it should be no problem. And I mean, these mine are from AliExpress, and people are like, yeah, you should buy expensive floral tape, but you actually don't have to, because mine is really cheap. It's like from AliExpress, like Alibaba, and it is just, you know, sometimes when they're a bit old, they become less sticky, but still you can use them. Like, oh, if I disappeared off screen, I'm so sorry. I think this is a bit too close to each other. Yeah, we need to create more space. Hold on, let me check something. No, actually this is just fine. So we're gonna not even gonna need all this floral wire, because the sled, if you have the Khione, please note I'm making this, creating this branch according to my the Khione with the sled. So if you're making yours, if you have the Khione, start with the sled, so you have everything in proportion, its length and everything. So that's, but even though you didn't start with the sled, you still can cut wires off, so it actually doesn't matter. So now we're just gonna paint this again. Hold on, please. Just get my paint. We're almost done, that's it. I'm just gonna paint it again. If you're new and you're not a member yet of the Maison Gregory group, please consider joining us. You may share your creations there. Maison Gregoria Facebook group. Sometimes I speak too fast. You may share your creations there for the monthly freebie, or just for fun, just painting it. And make sure to follow us on Facebook, no, how do you call that? The group page, because 2003 is going to be a lot of fun stuff, and bit by bit I will now start announcing it in 2003. So if you don't want to miss out, make sure to follow. And yeah, just gonna make a more try to have an active community, and I'm just gonna have to invest time in that, all my time in that. I won't have a life left after it. So retouch, just gonna do some retouching, as you can see. And I'm also not painting it all the way down, because you won't notice that anyways. It'll be fine. It'll be all covered up. So yeah. This one is a bit saggy, but that's okay. Actually, this give it a bit of extra. And you know, when you put it in the arrangement later on, you stick it in there, it will just be fun. Just make sure to have it actually pinned on somewhere. So here's one. Just like that, so it can dry. Follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna post this on Instagram. Please make sure to tag us, and you can get the chance to be featured. If you have ordered the bundle, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to seeing your creations either on Instagram, on Etsy when you're leaving a review, or in our Facebook group. Yeah. On Instagram. Here, subscribe to my YouTube channel as well, to get notifications, because that's one thing that's also going to change. We're going to have free stuff on free downloads here as well on YouTube channel. And if you have ordered this on Etsy, please consider heading back to my Etsy store and leaving a review. I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much. And TikTok, follow us on TikTok. I don't know how much it'll be, or maybe I'll change it up. It's gonna be more of a personal account, and we'll see. Because else everything is gonna be too business. So maybe TikTok can be a bit personal, so you can get to know me as well. No? Yeah, that was it. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed making this one, and see you in our group. Ciao.